Hey collective, welcome to Sunshine Heartface Tarot. This is just going to be a general energy check-in. Just want to see what's going on, right? Check in with the Most High, angels, ancestors, and guides, and whatever messages come through for you guys, then that is the message of the day. So let's go ahead and get into this. If you guys want a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. All right, this card just flew onto the ground. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Let me pull this up. Let me see. This is Starseed Oracle. Boom. And let's see what it says about this card. Okay. Child of the cosmos. Where did it just go? I just lost it. Okay, here it is. There's a mysterious force. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to restore my PDFs because I had a bunch of them open and then they all closed. Okay. There's a mysterious force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you too. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there well beyond your last. It's the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender to it. Because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will, it's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often, we become disconnected from this pulse of life and fall into the pattern of believing that we're separate or feeling like we need to go at it alone. We can feel isolated and as if we need to figure things out for ourselves, to rely on our own strength. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells, to remember that you're a precious child of a loving, gentle universe, that you have access to all of the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities there ever were, are, or will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you do too. Beautiful. So the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Love that. Any more starseed messages for the collective? This is just really like about trusting yourself and understanding that there's way more to this like earthly experience than what we can see, right? You've got jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So for some of you, if you're looking for a sign, whether to jump in and say yes to something, there you go. And Earth School, yeah, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So we're here to really learn lessons. Let me pull this card up, Earth School. Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These are not one-time lessons, but themes that we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity. Here we go again with that polarity. So some of you are really meant to experience some extremes right now. You need to experience contrast in your life to know what you really want and what you don't want, okay? Anyway, remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to learn and grow. So don't forget to say yes, right, to adventure and live your life. Like, remember to live. My tattoo, Memento Vivere, means remember to live in Latin, literally. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart, have some grace for yourself, be kind to yourself. But if you can find a way to soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Okay, so become less hardened as you go through experiences. Have more empathy, more compassion, and then live and learn, right? So that when you repeat something, you're not repeating it from go, right? You're repeating it from a place of experience. So you're further along, but don't forget that and just go back. Like, don't repeat the same mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do that. Like, once you've gained some experience, use that to your advantage. But don't forget to do that. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, that is totally up to you. And I feel like that's where karmic cycles come into play. Like, when we don't spend any time thinking about the experiences that we had and like how we would do things differently, or, you know, if we get a second chance, what will we change? Like, really reflecting on things. That's the difference maker. All right, so anyway, you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or a training course. And didn't we get something about, oh, yeah, no, higher learning. It's the same card. All right. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the #1 way. Do you hear that? Relationships doesn't have to be romantic love. Any relationships with children, relationships with parents, friends, coworkers, bosses, whatever. All those relationships are the #1 way that we grow as souls while we're here on earth. So there's something that you're being really called to learn, grow, develop your soul, say yes to change. There's change coming, okay? So, love it. Beautiful energy. All right. Let's see. I mean, this deck is pretty good. Let's see. Any more messages from the Star Seed Oracle? Yep. We've got, I don't know how to say that. Here, High Wraith. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yeah, this is those empaths that like just don't feel right here on earth. Like, they know that they've had like lives elsewhere. Here, I'll pull it up because some of you must be feeling this way, or else I wouldn't have pulled this card. Here it is. Okay. All right, High Wraith, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for a home or a place to which we cannot return. So this might be literal for some of you. You might have like left a really difficult home environment, or maybe some of you left home at a young age. Maybe some of you left abusive relationships, and you can't go back, you know? But for some of you, this is your soul longing to go back where it came from. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. For some, it's a distant memory of a planet, galaxy, or star system in the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place they may have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's a longing for the unity of Source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. This yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find home in people, communities, and relationships, a journey to find somewhere they truly belong. I'm getting this feeling of like, if you want to find that though, you're going to have to just jump right in. You're going to have to be willing to put yourself out there, being a little bit vulnerable, say yes to change, do things that make you feel, that push you out of your comfort zone. If you resonate with this yearning for home, but don't really know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on Earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. You're being reassured that you didn't come here alone, and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body, right? This was a choice. This was a choice. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and now, to fully commit to living this life right now. Some of you need to just get off your ass. Like, you've been like chilling, laying dormant for too long. Like, there's adventure calling you. I can feel it. You just have to accept the challenge, and like shit's gonna just work out for you because this is your path. This is your true north. You're being called to anchor to all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and now. To fully commit to living this life right now. Commit. Put 2 feet completely in. This ain't no fucking hokey pokey. We're not putting our left foot in and our left foot out. Does anyone even do the hokey pokey anymore? You know what I mean? Turn it all around. Remember that? I don't remember. It's been a long time. That's what it's all about. Hey. Nobody does that shit anymore. But back in the 80s, okay? The hokey pokey was a shit. The 90s. Anyway, not putting 1 foot in and 1 foot out. We're jumping all the way in. That's your message. All right? I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that it resonated. If it did, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Smooches.